You know, it's not easy living on your own. Everything that you have to do around the house is entirely your responsibility now. You gotta cook your own food, file your own taxes, pay for your own roof, but arguably it's harder because you don't have anybody right next to you to tell you what not to do, to tell you not to go through with some stupid stuff that's been bouncing around your head. And that's something I really wish I had right now because I'm about to do something I know I will regret. Hi again, guys, and welcome back to a bathtub filled entirely with my own self-pity. Gacha Life. It's not new to this channel. We've quote-unquote cringed at it before. We just straight up, unironically played Gacha Life on the second channel.
That's how George Bush looked, right? That's basically the same here, right? Yep, perfect. That's him. George Bush, put those away!
And when you feed the beast, surprise, it grows up into a big, surly, horny, child-threatening monster. And today I'd like to do some monster hunting by looking at more r/Gacha Life Cringe. One thing before that though, did you know that half of you watching aren't subscribed? That's like massively messed up, man. I thought we had something special. So subscribe with notifications on, or I'll tell your mom about all those times you said bad words in second grade and lied to her by saying that you didn't say them. Fake gay, dresses up like a girl, acts like a girl, only hangs out with women, is obviously straight. I mean, obviously, look at him. Just the spitting image of conventional male attractiveness. Real gay, acts like a real boy, hangs out with boys only, looks like a boy, doesn't say dumb shit like Yas Queen, avoids women, obviously gay. That's actually true. Real gay men are terrified of women. The term real gay doesn't even sound like you're pointing out the difference between a fake and authentic gay person. It sounds more like you're talking about someone who takes homo behavior to the next level. You can imagine whatever form that takes, I got no clue. Also, if they're obviously gay, then you wouldn't have to make a list of things that show they're gay, right? I should be able to tell by looking at them that they are the real gay. Speaking of that list though, hangs out with boys only? Is that where the meme of straight dudes joking about fucking each other in the ass all the time comes from? If you're around mostly men, you're gay, I guess, I don't know. This image is just absolutely jarring. If you were to pan from the bottom up, you would think you're about to see some anime pinup with all that detailed musculature, but then you get to the top and it's this disappointing cartoon devil with horns. I can't comprehend the thought process behind this. The better question is, what did they do with the original head? They just brutally chopped it off and put it on ice so they could stick the little doll head on top of it? It's a classic case of scientists more concerned with if they can do some shit rather than if they should do some shit. Mom, daddy's home, and here we have a scene of a military man coming home to his wife and daughter only to find out that his wife has been getting plowed by another gacha character. We know that this is a kids app, right? And this is an incredibly specific experience, so I'm a little hesitant to make fun of it. That's because I'm worried this might be some poor traumatized child's way of outletting the stress of their parents' impending divorce. They might have made this while their dad was chasing the dude with a six-pack out of a window and arguing with his wife in the other room. Gacha Life design on Redbubble. $30. I can't imagine getting an ad for this shirt and something in your brain fires off telling you, yeah, that's what drip is. Not the Supreme puffer, not Jinko jeans, not Yeezys, not an off-white construction belt. This shirt with the Gacha woman on it. This is what I want to wear to school to impress all the other kids in my third period science class. The worst part is, if somebody is getting actively advertised that product, somebody had to have made money off of it for it to be worth recommending on other sites. Somebody has profited off of that shirt's existence, and if that isn't a free train ride to hell, then hell must not exist. If disease were people, those on the picture are COVID-19 and AIDS. Personally, I'm an STD shipper myself. HIV and syphilis have always been my OTP. Jokes aside, this is genuinely a new one for me. I've heard of people shipping all sorts of weird things. Anime characters, Elsa and Jack Frost, Sonic and Shadow the Hedgehog, that one's canon by the way. Not to mention plenty of real life people. I've seen drawings of fast food mascots fucking each other. But diseases? You absolutely have to have the imagination of a child to put that idea to paper. I would never in my life have gotten the idea to give the cold I got last year a face and make it fondue with the flu I got in that same year. Like in Sub or Else. And then the cutesy character with the bat wings commits murder on that poor Sonic fan character. This one hits kind of close to home because it's basically what my subscription plug would be if I was a gacha tuber instead of whatever mistake I am now. Who wants to buy my son? And someone says I do. Apparently this is the does anyone want to buy my son meme, which implies that this is a trend a lot of people are doing. I'm not sure why the person buying the kid looks like one of those intentionally ugly me's you'd make as a toddler because you thought it was the funniest shit in the world. Either way, if I'm being honest, he's got bad taste. Why would you buy a green child? He looks sickly, like he's carrying 5 never-before-seen diseases. You crack him open like a Pokemon trading card pack to see if he's got any rare draws. I can't really comprehend what's happening here either. The easy answer is that blue-haired dude is getting a golden shower, and I mean a literal shower. Piss is coming out like a hose. It's even raining pee from the sky for dramatic effect. The thing is, I'm not sure it's that simple though. The piss lady has demon horns and angel wings, which implies some kind of divinity. This could be some weird holy cooch metaphor where it's actually an angel shining her light down on someone. I'm definitely reaching here. I'm glad I'm not the only one who's completely confused here, though. You see, the Gacha Life Cringe community is very active, and all sorts of cringe gets posted to it every day. So much they have to categorize it. And apparently there is some stuff that is so out there, it has to be marked as surreal / odd / horrifying cringe. You usually only see those words next to each other to describe Lovecraft novels. Here we have some guy named Xander committing a brutal execution in the middle of Walmart. I imagine it's meant to be some type of Karen thing, and I know they can get a little crazy, sometimes even putting their hands on people, but this seems like a little much for being yelled at. Also, what a normal name for a crime that public and brutal. Just imagine you're on the medieval times and on the chopping block for stealing a wheel of cheese or some shit, and then the executioner comes around to make you rest your head for the final time. You ask to at least know the name of the man killing you, and with the coldest expression you can imagine in your head, he says, Jim. What EYES spell? A part of me is glad to see that this particular gotcha trend, not to be mistaken with gotcha, it's gotcha in a these nuts kind of way, more than a gay people don't exist kind of way, is still kicking about amongst elementary schoolers, or whatever the main gotcha audience is. Also, how the hell did they get a gun in this game? Like, yeah, let's give the toddler a firearm to pretend to threaten people with. It's not any worse than me playing Call of Duty as an 8-year-old. This next one is an outlier because it strikes me so much differently from all the other ones we've seen so far. I am suffering from depression. It's categorized as edgy cringe, which it could be, but it almost feels like it could be a real cry for help. The way it's said is so straightforward and articulate compared to every other thing we've read. I feel like this is how an office worker would tell everybody he works with about his recent mental health diagnosis. There's just so much professionalism in the wording, I have to respect it. Here's a thumbnail that I'm sure a lot of people clicked on, and it pisses me off because the TikTok logo is backwards. I can imagine that this caused a lot of new feelings in some people who have no idea why in the ass crack of hell those bread slice looking abs are making them feel that way. Side note, that dude has to have teeth that you could open beer bottles with because his jaw is holding onto that shirt by a thread. I have no idea how he's keeping it up there. Whoever calls me a kid one more time, I swear to fucking God, no one will find your body. Got it? And they even included the little squiggly line under the escape key so you know they're serious. I was gonna say, I can't imagine how someone thinks that making their gotcha character promise to kill someone could be intimidating, but then I remember their children. That's exactly how I felt about my edgy Sonic characters. I thought I was hard as nails back then. Anyways, that's enough gotcha life for now. I would hopefully say forever, but we know that probably won't stick. If you guys enjoyed, be sure to drop a like and subscribe with notifications on. Otherwise, this video is gonna go from gotcha life to gotcha death real quick. Remember, don't go after anyone I talked about in this video. It was meant to good fun, and if we're being honest, you're wasting your own time when you go and do all that shit, especially for a topic like this. You can follow me on twitch.tv/Kwite, where I stream on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. My second channel, Quote, where I post stream highlights. Join my Discord, discord.gg/Kwite. You can follow me on Twitter, @Kwite, on Instagram, on Kwite.png, and on TikTok, @QuiteTikTok. Anyways, this has been Kwite, and I'll see you guys next time.